Hello and welcome back to Les Aphotic Sounds. I am your hostess, Joe, and today we are going to be doing a heart expiation Gris-Gris. This is a part 2 of my first heart expiation conjure video, so if you want to know all of the ingredients that you'll need for this Gris-Gris, please check that video out first. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So first, you'll need a bowl. Okay, a bowl big enough to soak the green cloth in. And you also want to make sure that the green cloth is large enough to be able to contain all of the herbs, the petition, and whatever other charms you want to put in the Gris-Gris. There's no specific size the Gris-Gris cloth or the Gris-Gris itself, once it is folded, blessed, cleansed, etc. has to be. It's just up to whatever size you want it to be. So you can cut it according to how big you think you may want it. But as far as shape, it should be a square or a rectangular shape. It doesn't have to be perfect though, so do your best. Next, what you're going to do is get all of the juices and herbs that I used in the first heart expiation conjure video. You're going to pour those into the bowl. Some of those include aloe vera juice, lemon juice, spinach juice, and again, the rest is in that video. I unfortunately don't have the list in front of me, so I can't list all of those ingredients out. But yeah, you can just go back and check that. If you want to take some things away, feel free to do so. Understand your own energetic needs and tweak or add on to this conjure accordingly. But you're going to take whatever herbs and juices you'll be using for this heart expiation conjure. Do make sure those herbs and juices are in alignment with heart expiation if that's your goal. Pour it into the bowl. And then what you're going to do is take that cloth that you cut out and you're going to wash it around very intentionally with the ingredients that you put in the bowl. Or you can pray over this bowl and charge the herbs and juices that you used in the bowl. Let it sit overnight. Once it has sat overnight, let it hang up and dry. I dried mine over my shower rod, but you can really dry it anywhere. I wouldn't suggest putting it in the dryer, just for alchemical reasons, and also because the herbs may become burnt, or they may lose their natural properties within being dried in a dryer. So it's best to air dry them. But once it's dried, what you're going to do is get a petition paper. You're going to write your name and date of birth 14 times. I explained why I felt the number 14 was energetically cohesive to this conjure in my first heart expiation conjure video. So you can go and check that video out if you want to know the numerology reasons why I'm using 14. But if you don't feel inclined to use the number 14, use another number that you feel like will energetically assist you with this conjure. But we're going to be using the number 14. Write your name and date of birth 14 times as shown here in the video. And what you're going to do is write a semic writing first, going counterclockwise around your name and date of birth. Then, going clockwise around your name and date of birth. You can also write a script on the back of that petition paper. So for the semic writing and the script, I also explain what those mean, how to do those, and implement them in your conjure in the first heart expiation conjure video. So this part 2 is really like a mini series of the heart expiation conjure. It's for those of you who don't really want to do the full on conjure, but still want to get the effects. You may not have time to do it. You may have to go to work, whatever. So this is for those individuals. Even if you aren't that specific individual, you can do both the jar and the Gris-Gris if you want like it to be double, if you want it to be super powerful for you. You can definitely do both. But yes, this is not meant to be like a super in-depth video. It's definitely bouncing off of my first video. But once you do that, you're going to fold the petition paper up. Once it's folded up, you are going to counterclockwise add herbs around that petition paper, right? Once you add the herbs, you date your script and the semic writing if you choose to, you are going to fold the Gris-Gris. And I don't like to be low vibrationally particular. So there's no specific way that you have to fold it or that you're meant to fold it, but you definitely want to fold it in a way that ensures your ingredients are contained and that they will not fall out. And once you do fold it in that way, you're going to take a green thread, specifically one that is a part of the same material that your Gris-Gris is from, the part that holds the ingredients, but it doesn't have to be. you're going to, well, that's the one I use. It doesn't have to be that exact one. You're going to wrap it around very tight. Again, making sure it contains all of those ingredients, all of that energy and that ashe, making sure it's little to no chance of it falling out. Then what you're going to do is give your Gris-Gris an offering. So you can give your Gris-Gris candles. You can blow smoke onto it as an offering. You can simply just give it water as an offering. Some of my most powerful effects from using Gris-Gris, Pop-It dolls, and Mojo bags has been from literally just nothing but water. Like, they really appreciated that water. So you can just give it water if that's what you want to do. You can give it elements from nature, like maybe rocks, crystals, plants, things of that nature. No pun intended. And yeah, you could give it food. I would be careful about the food, though, because you do want to make sure it's healthy and in alignment with what you're trying to manifest, which is heart healing. But there are various offerings that you can give your Gris-Gris. You can also consult your mandalas on what offerings would be best, because what my Gris-Gris may need and want as an offering may not be the same thing your Gris-Gris may need and want as an offering. Because what your Gris-Gris really is an earthly extension of your spirit that you are nurturing in order to achieve a certain goal. And nobody has the same spirit, although some people's spirits are similar. So make sure you're doing what is best for you. But yes, that is pretty much how you make a Gris-Gris. Everyone has their own way of creating their Gris-Gris. I've never seen anyone do my specific method of making a Gris-Gris, which is putting the cloth in the herbs, like letting it soak in the herbs and suck up the herbs, so that it can be more energetically effective. But I don't knock or discredit it being effective without doing that. But I do work and think very alchemically when I'm doing conjure work. So I think that doing it this way is very impactful. And yeah, you just get more energetic benefit. But that is all for this video. Also, don't limit yourself to, I always say this, but I just want to say it again, because I feel like people be needing to hear it. But don't limit yourself to doing anything, conjure work or anything, one way. Don't feel like you have to box yourself in or stay, stuck to this certain book or script of how to do things. Because when I first started my conjure journey, that's what I did as a baby witch at 14, and it made me feel very limited. So now that I do things being as creative and free form as I want to be in a high vibe way, I'm able to get better results. Because it's more true to me. And when something is more organic to you and you've put your own organic touch on it, there's always going to be better results. So that's all for this video. Please be sure to share, comment, like if you'd like, and subscribe. Peace.